Does the government work for us, or do we work for the government? Are our rights truly guaranteed, or are they merely subject to the whims of federal bureaucrats and federal agents? I start each of these closing arguments with the same questions each night because they crystallize the dilemma in which we find ourselves. Those of you who have been watching us regularly, or have read my books, or know my thoughts from hearing them here in my 13 years at Fox, know that I really believe all of this. I believe that our rights, like speech, religion, association, self-defense, privacy, fairness from the government, travel, property ownership, sound money, are all integral to our existence. If you believe in God, as I do, our rights are His gifts to us. If you do not believe in God, our rights come from our humanity, just like our fingers and our toes. Whether the source of human freedom is theology or biology, our rights naturally belong to us. This is not just some weird theory. Thinkers as diverse as St. Augustine, St. Thomas Aquinas, John Locke, Thomas Jefferson, G.K. Chesterton, Martin Luther King Jr., Pope John Paul II, and Justice Clarence Thomas have all been committed to these ideas. The idea is a part of our history and a core Western value. Jefferson, who was not particularly religious, summed all this up in the most repeated phrase from the Declaration of Independence when he wrote, "We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, and among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness." It follows from this that since our rights are inalienable, meaning they cannot be separated from us, the government cannot take them away by a rule or a proclamation or even a law enacted by Congress. We can only lose our rights when we surrender them, and we do that when we commit a crime by violating someone else's rights. Yet every day, our government, as well as governments around the world, are trampling people's natural rights. They try to do so tacitly. Government never claims that it's in the business of stripping people of their rights. The government claims it is in the business of keeping us safe. America, safety is not a fundamental right. It's a service. It's a good that should be privately purchased and privately provided. No one is born with the right to flight safety. You need it to survive, but it's not an inherent right that you have from your birth. Whereas the Fourth Amendment protects the rights to be secure in your person and your possessions, and that is a right with which you are born. I've heard both President Bush and President Obama say that their first job is to keep us safe. They are wrong. The president's first job is to uphold the Constitution, which means keeping us free. If they keep us safe but unfree, they are not doing their job. Freedom is our birthright, and the only legitimate role for government in our society is to preserve, protect, and defend it. From New York, defending freedom every night of the week. Good night, America.